Oh my gosh, I just left the office. I need to write a budget and I was getting too distracted. So I'm gonna work from my home office, but I had to get food because I was gonna get it tonight and I know I'm gonna be in this budget for a few hours. So I thought I would take a few minutes and show you guys what I picked up at Whole Foods and how I'm gonna use it and how it can just be so easy, right? To start with, I've got my stuff off the bars that I packed myself. Very exciting. Hi guys. And I'm so hungry. Like, I figured if I was living you guys, I couldn't be grab-assing because I'm not repeating yesterday's shame of the cucumber grab-ass, right? No siree. Look at this apple. It's like a pound in itself. I just had to get it because it was so big. And as we learned in the live yesterday, it's organic and it's got marks on it, so it's gonna taste better. Okay, so I've got one apple. I will cut this up and use this in 2 different snack trays. And bonus, it's one big ass apple because that's 2 snack trays done. And then with that, I will put some like hard cheese, like fattening good cheese in another little part of the snack tray. And then I put chicken that I prepped last night. Oh, I can show you guys because I didn't eat it today because I haven't eaten lunch yet. I did, see you guys, I left my 2 bites, but I saved my containers. So there's my 2 bites from Slayer Parfait. I did great. Every fiber in my being wanted to finish this. I was definitely at my 2. I was totally fine finishing. I would not have been overeating, overstuffed finishing this, but what a good practice to get in, to just leave food, right? So I did do my 2 bites, and this is my lunch. I made, to take today. I call these my snack trays. And what I do is I go to Whole Foods and I will get things off the hot and the cold bar and I'll put them in containers, and then in the morning I make these for on the go. And the cucumbers Lex and I cut up last night, and then the apple I cut, actually the apple was from last night's taste test too. And then the chicken I just dumped a bunch of seasoning on and baked it, right? Easy. And I did that with about a pound of chicken. So I'll have chicken for my snack trays because I do like some protein in the afternoon. Okay, so that's a snack tray and that's the chicken prep. Oh, all kinds of goodies, you guys. Okay, so let's do hot bar stuff first. This... And you guys, I don't know if you guys look at my plan, but I put 1 scoop of mac and cheese from the Whole Foods hot bar on my plan when I eat there every time. It was gone. There was 1 lame ass little noodle, and now we know where there's no subbing because my brain immediately went, oh, you can get the vegan mac and cheese. Not on the plan. So I didn't get mac and cheese today. Okay, you guys, look at this. Hey, Soul Rocker, thank you. Okay, guys, so I grabbed, they had asparagus propped, and this has some almonds on it. It was almond propped, and then summer squash with onions. So this is just already roasted. I can tell you how this is really good. You put a little bit of cheese on there. Oh my God, so good. So I am going to put this in a glass container because it'll last longer. The vegetables will last longer than it does in this box. And then as I go throughout the week, I will just take it out of the container and put it in my snack trays or with my meal as I plan my meal. So when I set out in the week and I make my meal, I'll have a general idea of what I'm getting at Whole Foods. And I've been doing this so long. When I know I'm Whole Foods prepping, I'll have a general idea, but it's like what looks and tastes good on the bar for the rest of the week. And then I will take that 24 hours ahead of time and make my plan based on what I purchased, right? But I have a general idea. I need 5 vegetables. I think I'm getting broccoli and whatever, but I'll sub at that point because it's not on my plan yet. It's in my weekly plan, but it's not in my 24-hour schedule, right? This is a combination of my lunch. Oh, flip. My lunch will be broccoli and this piece of chicken and a little bit of the sweet potatoes. And then I just put it all in here to save a container. But I will save the sweet potatoes and probably about half of that broccoli to use throughout the week. And I will eat the chicken right now and leave my 2 bites of it. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this. But the sweet potatoes prepped like this when I made them, I think I made them live last week when Lexi and I were doing the Exotic Sunday on the kickoff day. They're so good. They were so friggin' good. Mine were better than these, but I just don't have time. I'm gonna be doing this budget probably for another few hours. So, and then my favorite, da-da-da-da. It's a lot better than Sprouts, by the way. I did try Sprouts, but Whole Foods, organic, or whatever, the charbroiled salmon. Oh, now that gets you excited to eat. I hope you guys could see because I didn't flip it. So obviously 2 meals here. I'm gonna put it in another container. I'll probably just use one of my little round boxes for the salmon because the glass doesn't matter so much with that, but I don't find these boxes keep things very well. So I do move them to containers when I get home, and that's like the extent of my food prep. That and filling up a bento box, right? So I do have, and I've been loving doing this lately, you guys. Oh, my coffee. Let's put that away. So I do love, ooh, do you guys see cherries are out? I'm so excited. I got cherries. I'm like, these are specifically for grab assing during Game of Thrones. You can be guaranteed that will be on my plan to have a good cup of these bad boys. And I'm gonna mindlessly eat them while I watch Game of Thrones until that cup is gone. Yes. Okay. Because yes, I've created a habit of eating while I watch things. Carrots, no, that's not what I was going for. Oh, here. Okay, oh, and the yogurt was on sale, so there's a lot of freaking yogurt in here. Okay, the zoodles, right? Now this is a squash noodle mix, but I've been doing this with sauteed mushroom and a sprinkling of Parmesan cheese on it. So fucking good. So good. Zoodles, olive oil, mushroom, sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. And then you know what I did the other night? Because I only had a little bit of that left, right? I had a little bit of this juice that was awesome. I heated it up. I heat up a piece of chicken that I cooked that had some spicy stuff on it. So I heated those 2 things up and I put them on a bed of spinach and I mixed it all up. I'm like, I'm a friggin' genius. And like, really, you guys, it takes like 2 seconds. And you know, I first started cooking when I did paleo, back when I was CrossFitting, like after I had read the Wheat Belly. And that's when first time I really started cooking, because I was thinking, oh, it's just so easy. You just throw some chicken in the oven. But then I remembered, oh, it was harder to switch to being gluten-free. And I just think this is so important that I want to share ways food can be awesome with you guys, that is gluten-free, right? That you're not needing to put it on a piece of bread. These things, you would rather have this as the bed for your chicken or your hamburger any day. It is to friggin' die for, right? Like, and they have butternut squash. They have like all different kinds of this. The cauliflower rice. I mean, there's so many different things you can do and get that shit out of your system, right? So you don't have the crack floating around in there. 30 days, you won't want to go back. But I'll sell you that on that another day. I just wanted to show you guys. Those roasted carrots I made yesterday that you guys might have seen on the live were amazing, and the carrots were old, so I picked up some more. I just julienne these, and then I toss them in olive oil, throw some garlic salt on, put them in my little convection oven. You can use a regular oven, whatever. I just like the little one. And like for 30 minutes while I'm doing whatever, and I've got a great vegetable, and I'll eat these for snacks. I'll throw them in my bento trays. So much good food. I'm so hungry. I really am so hungry. I would do that right now. I usually like eat the top of the carrot. I'm not even kidding. Okay, and then what else do I have? I have a shit ton of yogurt because it was on sale. And yeah, yogurt, dairy is my like last, I don't know how I'm feeling about dairy, but I know it's supposed to be good for you to not eat dairy. Beets. So these are steamed beets with ginger from Whole Foods that I get. So they've got a little bit of that ginger taste, but I put feta cheese on here, like just a sprinkle. Oh, it's like the heavens have opened up in your mouth. I am telling you. I'm so telling you, it's amazing. And then I got some mango chunks for snacks. So fruit-wise, I've got cherries, mango chunks. I have some watermelon in there already. I've got apples. I've got an onion. I actually liked the zoodles without the onion better when the mushrooms are in it. There's something about that when I make it, I don't know. But the onion with the carrots is gonna be like friggin' the bomb, right? Okay, I think that's my take from Whole Foods. Let me see if you guys had any questions. I cook in a pan, but be careful they don't go over, they get mushy. I just bought those zoodles, put them in a pan or steam. Oh, Belinda, so I put, Candy was probably answering you, but I put a little bit of, I don't know, like a tablespoon or so of olive oil in the pan, heat it up, then I saute the mushrooms, and then I put the zoodles in. Literally, the zoodles will take like 2 or 3 minutes. You don't want them too mushy, and they cook really quickly. So it's a really fast meal. Like scallops, you guys. Scallops are like super fast to cook, right? Let me see. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Trish. Yum on the zoodles. So good. You guys, the salmon. Yes, Melissa. Oh, I'm telling you, that's one of those things that like is so much cheaper if I buy it, but whatever they do to it, which is probably scary in itself, but it says it's all organic and all that jazz, so going with it. Hey, Gnarly Nelly. Lady K, I always get their mac and cheese. It's so good. Yeah, and it's crack, make no mistake, but I allow myself like a little scoop of it, and it's not too bad. And I don't have a food sensitivity, so I can eat that stuff. I just choose not to, right? No pics of my 2 bites. Hubs eats them. You should post pictures of your hubs eating your 2 bites. That would be funny, Lady K. Aw, Soul Rocker. Mandy, Lee, Danielle, what's up, you guys? Super K, I've missed the last few lives. I look professional, but I always do. Well, except when I'm on the mountain and I'm in my yoga pants. Let's be real. That's the thing, too. Like, when you start working at home for yourself, like getting up and, like Brooke says, getting up and getting dressed for the day, you do just feel better. Right? It's just like if you know you can just go sit down in your yoga pants, you can just go sit down in your yoga pants. But everything is better when you feel better, right? So when I get to the mountain, when I get my feet on the earth, when I do my morning pages, when I plant, when I shower and get ready for the day, those things help me get on point, right? Like feeling good because I look good. Hey, Gina. CWP. Okay, guys, so that is my Whole Foods haul. I'm going to eat meditate and get this budget done. Wish me luck. I'll slay you guys in the morning. I'll try to get in the thread. I didn't get nearly finished. If you guys missed this morning's live, Mondays is the day I really said I want to try to get in and see everyone's posts on Monday and where we might be struggling with mindful eating, questions, things like that. If you put a question, I'm trying to get in and read the planners, because truth be told, I love to do that, but I also find out I get myself like you guys, like having to manage your social media time, right? I can spend 2 hours looking at plans and making comments and loving stuff. And it's so fun, but guess what? It's not getting shit done. It's not creating more amazing content for Slay Sisters, you know? So anyhow, if you can write it in your description, if there's something you really have a question about or you want us to talk about, I will try to get in and peruse them. Or feel free to message me too if you have a question that you want us to talk about on a live, or direction on something with mindful eating. You guys can Facebook message me, you know. If it gets overwhelming, I try to get back within a day, but sometimes I just can't make it happen. But if it gets overwhelming, I'll let you guys know, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So, all right, I love ya. I'll slay you later. Over and out. Mwah.